Welcome to 30 Days of Warcraft, and it's time again on day number 23 on Melting Valley with Yumiko versus Infi. Yeah, that's right, we have a player that I have never casted before. Yumiko, I have no idea who this person is, but I'm sure he's great considering he's playing versus Infi, the player you really want to watch out for, human player. I almost want to say Terran there. As Yumiko is teaming out as human as well. So we have ourselves a human mirror match here on Melting Valley. As we should be up for an interesting game. As it's all about who's going to get that first hero out, and especially what kind of hero. If one side goes for an Archmage and the other side goes for, say, a Mountain King, then you have the issue of storm bolting that the Archmage will have. Especially if he cannot get his water elementals off in time. We'll have to see as soon as the Ultra is up. In the meanwhile, though, both sides are both going for a similar build-up, barracks, etc. As this Ultra of Kings will be up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. And what do we have? We have ourselves an Archmage here, and Archmage on the other side. So a dual Archmage build-up. So both sides will most likely then switch over towards Sorceresses and Druids as fast as they possibly can.
Job's done.
Just to make sure that those water elementals cannot be much of an issue. But it's also a question of countering now as well, just to figure out what kind of second hero they're going to be picking as well. As we have this first militia already coming out, the scout, and it will most likely from Infi, and will most likely find Yumiko very, very early on. As he's actually sending out Yumiko is actually sending out a swordsman just to figure out what the hell's going on. So. We have another swordsman as well, but it's already being backed up by a militia who's just apparently just gotten lost because I don't see it anymore. But all right, fair enough. And so we'll have our initial creep coming out because the Archmage is out, and they will have water elemental on them. And there we go, one water elemental here and one water elemental there. And they're both going for exactly the same creep spawn, and it's really a question of time now till. Both sides just, will split in towards a different build, but so far it's mostly the same. It's just both sides are continuing to build farms. Aside from Infi, who've decided to go for a scout tower in the back of his base. Does he know? I don't think he knows yet that there's a scout tower there as well. So both sides do have a scout tower as well as a farm, as there's going to be a guard tower being built there as well. Our arcane tower here. And Arcane Tower there. Both sides still doing exactly the same thing. As Infi's mage is now level 2. We'll have a Scroll of the Beast as well. That is interesting boost right there. As the Archmage on the other side doing the same thing. As we have a Potion of Greater Healing and Slippers of Agility on that. And they'll continue to... there's that peasant that I was talking about, and it's been found out, and that's an additional 25 XP right there for Yumiko. But Infi now knows what he's up against, and Yumiko does not know that just yet. He has gone for a Shadow Priest though, so we'll be able to heal up his Archmage as he goes along, and he's continuing to creep up. Now the question is right now, when is he going to go for T2? And maybe to switch over to something else. But he has still got his footmen coming out all over the place. And these, this Archmage is coming out as well. More footmen from both sides. Both sides with exactly the same build. And now he's actually decided to pull out militia. Militia to build up, well, just to continue to creep. As Infi is actually opting for the footman approach with only 3 militia, and he's got himself the T3 now with his Archmage. So the militia has now come in for Yumiko as well. He should have no issue trying to take this one down. Not yet to go to T3 though. It should not take very long as soon as these berserkers are down. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and there he is. That was the Archmage. Oh, he's got himself a Potion of Greater Healing, but he has found out the footman though. That was quickly trying to move in. As Infi is going straight towards the base of Yumiko, taking the incentive and actually going for the attack. Is he going to get those water elementals in the middle of the base? No, he's not. So he's actually trying to take down as many as the peasants out as he can. We already have a couple of towers being built now from Yumiko right here. Right on top of this initial expansion. We do, however, have Infi on standby. I'm not quite sure what he's going to do. Could he take out the Shadow Priest? Would be nice. But at this point, what is he going to do? No, neither side has gone for T2 just yet. And more Fitmen are streaming out from both sides. Well, Yumiko is not building anything at the moment. We do have these two water elementals going around for Infi. So Yumiko has gone for Brilliance Aura rather than for a second water elemental. That could really be his undoing. As we have one of these, yeah, we do have these water elementals being unsummoned as we go along. As the Shadow Troll is in a little trouble, and he did use that Scroll of the Beast, so that will boost the units of Infi slightly. And did he manage to take anything down? I see a couple of dead bodies on the field. Probably some of these militia, but that Scroll of the Beast is still active. He will be able to get away, I think. Yeah, he's using the water elemental to block off the units. So at the moment, ooh, look at that! Oh, that's militia being moved in. Militia trying to take out as much as he can. He should have gone for that footman, trying to kill that one, but he managed to get away. This Infi is going back towards his base, and he'll up his footman with his Shadow Priest. Does he still have a Shadow Priest? No, he doesn't, because he'll need to get that back up. We do, however, have an expansion coming up for Infi already. Early expansion. We're only 6 minutes in the game, and for human, that is very, very early. So we have a couple of peasants moving out as well. Still no T2 from neither side.
Forces are under attack.
As Infi is a little bit too preoccupied in getting his first expansion up, but Yumiko is already coming in,
The town is under siege.
and he's going to engage. There's no towers here to defend him, but he knows about this fairly large army that's on standby. As yeah, they have the we have Yumiko actually set a sight on towards his arcane vault, although he's moving forward towards these water elementals, trying to push him down, as both sides have water elementals on the map now, and trying to take down as many units as they can. We do have this water elemental going down, but he's redundant, so that's not really an issue. But we do have these militia trying to do as much damage as they can, and they're worth 25 experience each, so need to watch out as this water elemental is going to get unsummoned. And as this one, as we do have another level coming up on towards the Archmage of Yumiko. Infi is a little bit behind the times at the moment, so he's only on level 3. So he's got himself a lot of these Shadow Priests on the map already. They should be able to take out this tower. There we go. The tower is down, and Infi is trying to push forward, trying to get these Shadow Priests down. He does manage to get the one. And is he going to go in to get the second? No, he probably won't be, because this footman is going to go down. Ooh, and that's another Shadow Priest down. So Infi is trying to get down as many of these footmen as he possibly can without losing many of his own. He's going to lose this one at this rate, though. He's trying to get away. And he's actually getting an Ogre Mauler out now as well, just to pound in towards these footmen. And there we go. Infi doing fairly badly at the moment, as all of his footmen are down, and yeah, he's been surrounded, but the Archmage is surrounded. He's going to TP out, and he's going to go home. Still no T2. Yeah, it's going to go for more footmen, though. As finally, Yumiko has gone for an expansion of his own, with these arcane towers on the side. More arcane towers being built up, as Infi did lose one early on. But this expansion is not being used that much at the moment. It has a couple of gold units coming in, but for the rest, it's being harassed significantly. The fresh arcane vault comes out, as Infi is spending all his money on towards the mercenary camp and trying to get as many units on the map as he can. And we almost have this Archmage at level 5. Where's the Archmage of Infi? Ooh, it's fairly low. It's on level 4 or 5 almost as well. And it's down to almost 85 health. So only down towards a fifth of his original health, and that's going to potentially cost him in the long run. And he's not moving towards any T2 just yet.
Upgrade complete. Ready for action.
Yumiko is continuing to harass. Infi, he's got these two forest trolls trying to heal up. Oh, and these footmen are going to die at this rate. Yeah, they probably will because they're getting slowed down by the Shadow Priest once again. And maybe we're getting towards a point where we can expect a second hero to be built. So both sides are not really getting anywhere so far. We do have Yumiko taking most of the initiative, though. Trying to do as much harassment as he possibly can. And Infi is more of a reactive force rather than a force that's taking initiative so far, as he's losing just another tower once again. And that is going to cost him once more. And this Arcane Vault is going to be next. And Infi can send in all the Ogre Maulers that he wants, but if he's not going to kill anything with them, then it doesn't really matter. As this Archmage is well on their way to be level 6, and you will have that nice Icy Rain coming down soon. We have a keep coming out now. Finally, Infi has decided to go for a keep, and we have Yumiko doing exactly the same on the other side as well. As now it's just a question what he's going to level up to in order to get ahead of the game.
Job's done.
Yumiko almost on level 6 again, taking down footmen left, right, and center. As Infi is just forced to build as many of these scout towers as he can. But there's footmen all over the place, and they're just harassing him like crazy onto its expansion. And Yumiko is just giving all the time in the world just to keep on getting gold and keeps on sending units into its Infi's base, continuously and utterly harassing the troops, taking down as many of these footmen as he possibly can. And now we have Infi trying to send his Ogre Mauler in, as well as his Archmage, but his Archmage is getting pounded beyond belief by the Archmage. But the Archmage now has level 6, and he does have enough mana to do his level 6 ability. All he needs to do is just land it here, and all the units are going to die. But he's waiting for a more opportune moment just to do something with that. We do have the Archmage of Infi trying to get away. He did have enough mana. He did not have enough health just to run off, which he used just now. But this Archmage is getting ahead and ahead more. And now we have Yumiko doing the same thing, getting his own Ogre Mauler in, and he's pounding these footmen to bits. The Ogre Mauler is just standing there and getting it to take it. Archmage versus Archmage still. As a keep is up, and we have a level 2 hero coming up. So we have a Mountain King on one side, and we have a Mountain King on... Wow, both sides are doing exactly the same thing. Except for Yumiko, he's going straight for a castle. And he knows that he has enough gold because he did not get harassed throughout the entire party. And he's giving Infi a little bit of a reprieve, who is going for Arcane Sanctums. So expect Druids coming up. On the other side, we have Arcane Sanctums and a Blacksmith. So only one Arcane Sanctum and a Blacksmith. So could be a combination of things. The Mountain King is now on the map, and the castle is almost done. So T3 is a big potential there, but Infi is still lacking behind on the gold. And we have the footmen coming in and being regenerated as they're trying to move in. As we have Yumiko coming in. Can he do his level 6 ability right here? No, he's still pounding in his brilliance all around towards the troops. As all of his water elements are still there. He needs those druids to come in to dispel all of these summoned units, because they're doing so much damage towards his troops. It's not even funny. As he loses his Shadow Priest on the go. As there comes his Mountain King with that Stormbolt ready to rock. But he'll need to level that unit up as fast as he can. There you go, Stormbolted. He Stormbolted a summoned hero. That is not the reason why I would do it. But we have sorcerers on the field. Both sides building sorcerers. No druids so at the moment. We do have druids on the other side. And this is where we split off. As the workshop is being built now on the side of Yumiko, who still has that economy advantage. And Infi's not doing anything like that. He's building a barracks with defend on his shield, so he's just leaning on towards his footmen. But on the other side now, we have this engagement still once again going on. We have Infi trying to pound in towards these Mountain Kings. Instead, these Archmage still hasn't done his ultimate ability. Will do so much damage if he finally would do, but Yumiko is waiting for his druids to come in so he can unsummon these water elementals. We do once again have these sorceresses in the back trying to heal them up, as they're using a slow on towards the footmen and using the Ogre Mauler just to pound out the damage. But at this point, the sorceresses have no mana remaining, and that's gonna be painful. There we go, druid on the field. As Infi knows that he cannot withstand firepower of that magnitude and decides to retreat as the druids unsummon his water elementals. As Yui is doing fine so far with his line just now. If he can do this attack right on towards the line of the sorcerers, then he would take out a fair chunk of them. He's almost on level 7 as well. It's a full level ahead of Infi's troops. And he is continuing to build. Ooh, we have mortar teams. Is he going for gunpowder, though? No gunpowder upgrades. And he's gone for a third hero, a paladin coming up. Nothing so much from Infi, who's finally decided to go for a castle. But he's lagging behind a lot. And he's going for magic sentry as well, because he knows that the hostile sorcerers will be able to go for invisibility. He's quickly trying to creep up and make sure that this Mountain King gets additional level to level 3. And he does have an ivory tower in queue. So we could be looking at a tower drop soon. Very, very soon indeed. As Spellbreakers have decided to join us now from Yumiko. As we're looking once again at an engagement. Oh, we have a Stormbolt coming up on towards you. He's marked, mate. Needs to watch out. He does have a TP scroll and invulnerability potion, so he will be able to survive that. But is he going to do that attack that he needs to do? The Spellbreakers are retreating, as he realizes that he cannot go against this this force. As a footman once again goes down, did lose a lot of the units in of his forces there. As his druids are quickly trying to heal up these units. But where's the mortar teams? There's the mortar teams. As at this point, he's trying to get those footmen out and the mortar teams in place. But we have also this paladin on standby, and the Archmage TP's back, and he's going to go home. Because, you know what? Infi was already there, and finally decides to go for a little of an attack. But the mortar team is already striking straight into the units of Infi, and those paper-thin sorcerers will not survive very long. As the Archmage is stormbolted, can he get that mortar team in place? There we go! Mortar team comes in! Takes in a lot of the damage already, then manages to splash in towards range. As the Mountain King is stormbolted, can the Mountain King go down the Ogre? Yes, he will! There we go! As Infi loses his Mountain King and is forced to fall back, and these mortar teams are doing a significant amount of damage, as they need to watch out before these Spellbreakers and that they don't get too close. They need to fire up and towards these Druid Sorceresses now. Nicely done! All these Sorcerers half down to half health now. As another strike comes in towards the tavern, as he tries to be out by Tavern Hero. One more strike should be enough to take the Sorcerers down. There's one more strike! No! As one Sorceress and a Druid goes down, and as Yumiko manages to, well, barely miss the massive chunk of sorceresses that were there. But switching towards these mortar teams was a great move, as now he has all the time in the world to engage. As the first Druid already goes down, and the mortar teams are in place. As Yumiko should have no issue trying to conquer this base. And he has knights now on the map as well. A level 6 Archmage, a level 4 Mountain King, and a level 1 Paladin. And he will be able to use that Holy Light. And, yeah, just heal up his units. And, yeah, Infi is desperate now, sending his militia to boot. And he's using his militia as a tanking. And to make sure that the priests do not die. And we do have two more mortar teams on the map. And here they come. Those mortar teams are really pivotal towards Yumiko's strategy here, as they need to take out the, there we go, take down the sorcerers as they go. We finally have our Archmage here being leveled up once again, as once again the mortar teams are forcing the troops of Infi back. And there we go, they keep on firing in. Another sorcerers just go down, the footmen push in, as these priests are really feeling it. As another strike does come in. And now we have a mortar team now coming out from Infi, but it's too late. The initial harassment from Yumiko really did it for him. And so more of these mortar strikes do come in, and we have most of these units trying to block off what is going on back here. Did he manage to take out the mortar teams? No, he didn't. If we still have that single mortar team there, he does get taken down. And as finally the Paladin does also level up. As the mortar team's down, he needs to retreat. He did not manage to take down the workshop, and that may hurt him in the long run, because Infi doesn't manage to get his own mortar teams up on the map. And we'll see whether or not. Ooh, these units are very, very close together. He needs to watch out with the splash damage. Does manage to spread them out and TP's back towards the base.
Our forces are under attack.
As he's actually managed to leave his Paladin behind, as well as his Mountain King. As Yumiko continues on, trying to build mortar teams, but that's not going to help much if he does not have a line of defense to tank the damage at the front line and making sure that nobody can get near the mortar teams themselves. As, once again, it's mortar teams versus mortar teams. It's all about who takes out the supporter units first. As actually he's going out for the Archmage, as a stomp on the ground is enough from the Mountain King. As we have Spellbreakers from Infi dying all over the place, and so far not much has been going down for Yumiko, aside from these footmen that are short to die. And it's really that additional Paladin healing up the units that's doing for it. Oh, look at that! That Spellbreaker is getting pounded by the mortar teams already, straight from the front line, being backed up by the Archmage. As Infi is really not feeling it, as his Mountain King goes down once again. In his Cold's Gate game, he knew from the start, as soon as that harassment came in, that Yumiko had that economy advantage, continued to build up, got his keep, got his castle very, very, very early on, as he managed to get those T3 out, and then those mortar teams push him back, killing off in this expansion, and that was pretty much it. There was nothing that Infi could have done at that point, and really shifting the win in towards Yumiko's boots. Very, very good game. Hope you enjoyed it here on day number 23 of 30 days, as Melting Valley once again delivers. Regardless, though, I hope you tune in for tomorrow on day number 24, 30 days, here on Quad V. Leave your comments below, whether or not you're on the main website and or YouTube.com. I'm sure that you have much insight for me to give. But in the meantime, if you don't, I'm sure you'll be looking forward to day number 24, which is, in fact, tomorrow. In fact, I'll see you tomorrow. So, good night.